it seems that Americans are so woke, we're so progressive that and it's not just us, I think the Europeans are worse than us, that we want to make sure that everyone's welcome here to the point that we threaten our own national security. Which, by the way, okay, so what other claims have I made other than that LSR is behind 9/11? Melania Trump is Spetsnaz, which is like, for someone like me, it's like, I don't even know what Spetsnaz is. Like, I'm told Melania Trump Spetsnaz, and then I'm like, she's Russian, so I look it up, it's Russian Special Forces, and it's like, okay, are you saying that the Russians would use a model to infiltrate the American intelligentsia and that person could become the First Lady of the United States? Obviously, that's what I'm saying. Do I think that's pretty reasonable? I think the Russians learned a long time ago that using spies doesn't always involve them losing money. They make money off spies because they move to the United States and they do business in the United States, and our economy's been so good. So have Russian spies overwhelmed the United States for a long time? Yes. How many Russian spies have we heard of? Maria, whatever her name is, the pro-gun person. How many other Russian spies have we heard of? Well, apparently Melania Trump. What's Donald Trump's connection to the Russian spies? His dad was employed by the former Soviet Union, and Donald Trump laundered money for the Soviet Union through his casinos to help Soviet spies. So, as we're all sitting here going, what's wrong with the United States? How have spies infiltrated the United States so bad? How does no one want to admit that spies exist? Why is that the case? And what we all have to accept is that we're so accepting. We accept you. And so when we find out that Bill Gates' future son-in-law, that guy's father might or might not be connected to the Muslim Brotherhood, but he sure meets the Muslim Brotherhood MO perfectly, I think. I don't know. Does that surprise me? When I know how many spies there are? Like when I know how bad these Muslims want to destroy the United States? I know everyone thinks they want Sharia. That's all that they care about. No, they want to destroy us. Like they want to kill us. They want to destroy our country. It's not just about like them turning us Muslim. It's about them winning because of the 1967 war between Israel and everyone. And Israel killed everyone. Everyone that tried to fight Israel killed them. And they have been wanting revenge for a long time. And in order to do that, according to Syed Qutb, they all needed to study engineering and architecture to figure out how to destroy the World Trade Centers. But it was more than that. It was about trying to develop weapons. All I'm saying is, I think that Americans are too woke, and I think Europeans are too. I saw Osama bin Laden's son is living in France. He hates Osama bin Laden, and he does. I believe it. I don't think this guy's a terrorist. I think it's very likely that if my dad was Osama bin Laden, I'd passionately despise him. But get off! The dog's wet. Do I think that Osama bin Laden's son should live in France? You're being racist, okay? You're profiling someone because of their father. You can't assume that someone's a certain way because of their father. No, I know that I believe in being careful, and if there's anything I know is that like these Muslim Brotherhood people have had this have had this belief system for a long time that they need to be patient, that they need to infiltrate us, that they need to they were trying to infiltrate the Egyptian government and trying to overthrow the Egyptian government. And it's not just Muslim Brotherhood, it's Al-Qaeda. And I know that everyone's going, okay, the Muslims, like they're little, seriously, Americans think that Muslims are a bunch of like Arabs are a bunch of like people that walk around with donkeys that are so, they're not sophisticated at all. And that's true a lot of the time. Like you'll be in the middle of a city and someone will walk down the street with a donkey. But doesn't mean they are not trying to be sophisticated. I'm just saying, like, we're too woke. My understanding is the entire FBI is pretty much Muslim nowadays. It's not true, but it's that much. And it's because they don't do drugs. They don't do certain things. They're like they can get into the FBI, and the FBI is like, great, this is great. You're a Muslim. You're fucking retarded, but no, you're not. We accept you. We think you're great, which is gonna could be a difficult problem someday if we go to war with the Muslims. The FBI could be a really big problem because of all the people that they have that are Muslims. Just saying.